In a small town surrounded by a dark forest, a black ambulance with dimmed lights glided through the quiet streets. No engine sounds were heard, only the rustling of the night wind. Townspeople grew suspicious upon hearing rumors of unanswered emergency calls from the mysterious ambulance. Sofia followed the ambulance's trail, digging deeper into the town's history filled with tales of loss and tragic deaths. She found that the ambulance appeared just before major disasters struck the town, leaving the question of whether it was mere coincidence or if a supernatural force was at play. Sofia uncovered strange clues along the way, such as dolls hanging from trees and mysterious notes on billboards that always spoke of the Wheel of Death. The deeper she investigated, the more apparent it became that there was a dark force controlling the ambulance, claiming the lives of the townsfolk. Sofia continued to follow the ambulance, trying to understand the motive behind the murders that occurred every time it stopped. She discovered that the ambulance served as a bridge between the living and the afterlife. The ambulance driver turned out to be a figure long dead, now acting as a guardian of the realm of death. Sofia realized that the ambulance not only saved souls but also drained and stored them for mysterious purposes beyond comprehension. Each time the ambulance stopped, life-thirsty spirits crawled out, dragging the souls of the living into the afterlife. Sofia tried to stop the ambulance before it was too late. She learned that the ambulance would stop at specific locations to perform a gruesome death ritual. Sofia had to confront dark shadows and angry spirits to unveil the truth behind this malevolent ambulance. In the final confrontation with the long-deceased ambulance driver, Sofia learned that the ambulance was a tool to provide sacrifices to otherworldly entities thirsty for life. The ritual was a payment to maintain the balance between the living and the after. Sofia decided to perform an ancient ritual to open the gate to the afterlife. Carefully, she entered the realm of spirits and tried to save the souls that the ambulance had taken. In the realm of death, she had to face demons guarding the gate and uncover even darker truths about the ambulance. Sofia found that the only way to stop the ambulance was to make a significant sacrifice. She had to offer her own life to restore the long-disrupted balance. In the final moment, the ambulance vanished, leaving Sofia in the realm of death. As the ambulance disappeared, the small town returned to tranquility. Sofia, though lost to the real world, assumed a new role in the afterlife as a guardian of balance. The townspeople were unaware of the details of her existence, but the mysterious deaths in the town ceased. Yet every night, when the wind whispered through the dark forest, the shadow of the black ambulance could be heard in the distance, reminding everyone of the wheel of death that had once plagued them. Several months after Sofia's departure, the town celebrated the restored peace. However, the quiet of the night was adorned with the whispers of the wind, reminding the residents of the unrivaled curse. Some began to catch glimpses of the black ambulance hovering in the distance, like a curse that still loomed over them. Adrian, a young man who lost his brother in the series of mysterious events, felt a dark calling from the afterlife. He began to investigate the phenomenon of the mysterious ambulance, unaware that his fate would become entwined with the terrifying wheel of death. Adrian delved deeper into the town's history and discovered records of Sofia, the journalist who vanished without a trace. He felt a strong urge to continue her investigation. Clues left by Sofia led Adrian to locations that had once borne witness to the terror of the black ambulance. The deeper Adrian delved into his investigation, the stronger the presence of the supernatural entity controlling the ambulance became. He found himself caught in a battle between life and death, attempting to unravel the mystery binding the small town to the dark realm. Adrian entered the realm of death where Sofia had sacrificed herself. There, he confronted guardian spirits trying to impede his progress. In a gripping journey, Adrian found courage within himself and realized that to end the curse, he must find a way to communicate with the otherworldly entity demanding sacrifices. When Adrian finally met the entity behind the ambulance, deeper truths were revealed. The entity was the spirit of Sofia, trapped in the role of a guardian of the afterlife. She granted Adrian the courage to end the curse by making a sacrifice. Reluctantly, Adrian offered his life in exchange for Sofia's lost life. The black ambulance glided away, carrying Adrian into the realm of death. The small town returned to tranquility, but this time the silence was accompanied by profound sorrow. As night fell, the shadow of the black ambulance was still visible in the distance. Townspeople recited prayers to appease the dark spirits wandering around them. Adrian, now a guardian of the afterlife, lamented the despair and sacrifice, wandering between life and death, watching to ensure the wheel of death did not turn again. Perhaps one day someone would be able to break the curse that bound them, but until then, the black